I want to welcome you to Goldenrule Media Conversations with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. Today we have the legendary Miss Melba Moore. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. What's up, peoples? How you doing? Oh my gosh. Okay. I got Miss Melba Moore on the show today. Oh yes. Oh my gosh. Talk about iconic. Trend-setting. Icon. Legend. Yeah. All of that. Miss Melba Moore, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, thank you for having me. I feel good to be here.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad that you're here. I wanted to get into so everybody has a beginning, whether it be like this fabulous thing or whether it be like a gradual thing. What was your beginning like?
Well, beginning of life, beginning of show business, beginning of
show business.
Oh, show business?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I had a couple of beginnings. That's why I asked you.
I got you.
First occupation was as a public school teacher in Newark, New Jersey.
Oh, wow.
Looks dumbfounded. See the look on your face. She's like,
yeah, I didn't expect that, but okay. That's kind of cool. I like that. Congratulations on that. I mean, going to school to be a public school teacher, that's commendable. Right. Thank you.
Right. So I have very good education in music, vocal music. I taught it in the public schools. And I did that because my parents were musicians and they told me I had to get a real job, not like them, okay? So after I taught school for about 3 years, I told my parents, I did what you wanted me to do and I love doing it. I'm good at it, but you guys are having fun. I want to see, could I be an entertainer too? So I asked them to take me around and introduce me to some of the people in the industry, agents, different people that could get me booked.
Mm-hmm.
One of the very first people I met was Valerie Simpson before she was married to Nick, or her first husband. You don't know all that.
No, I don't, but okay.
We exchanged numbers and she invited me to start doing what she did, which was backup studio singing work behind the star recording artists of the day. That was like the late 60s. Mm-hmm. And she also did commercials, jingles.
Okay.
She had a very famous one, went like, I'm sure this is before your time, but they may still have played it. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Anyway, in case you didn't know, that's Valerie.
I didn't know that. I mean, I got that from Almond Joy.
Right. You should know Almond Joy, but you wouldn't know that it was her. Anyway, so she got me introduced into backup singing. So I love that, and I thought I would be, do that for the rest of my life because it paid very, very well. And you got to do jingles, and you get residuals. So it looked like a very good future for me. But one of the recording sessions was for the music director of the Broadway musical Hair.
Oh.
And he was a wonderful keyboardist, and he was doing like a solo album of the music that he had helped compose. And so we were all invited to do the backup on that, just oohs and ahs, just fill in touch with things. And when they got through with doing his version of the music of Hair, there was still casting. So they invited everybody that was on the recording session, if they wanted to come down and sing for the director and the producer. And that's how I got my first Broadway show. And that's how I got started.
Wow, that is so cool though. I mean, just to think like that, the circumstances and just everything lined up, that was the most high. That was the most high. It couldn't have been anybody else. It was the most high. Definitely. I mean, things just don't line up like that all the time.
No.
That's just a blessing. Wow. And so from that point on, it was like a hurricane, or was it a gradual, introduction into everything?
No, it was kind of a whirlwind. I mean, you had to take one step at a time. But what happened was after I was doing Hair I did it for a year and a half. In the last 6 months that I did it, they had so many different people doing the female lead and changing that they weren't happy with. So one of the girls in the course said, why don't you let Melba have a chance at it? I said, Mary, why are you telling them that I'm going to do it? She said, well, you could try, right? So I said, oh, yeah, I'll try. So they auditioned for me at a matinee let me try out during a matinee, and I got the part. I got the lead role, but that was unfathomable in the first place because Hair was about hippies, and Black people really didn't have, well, except for Richie Havens and a few, didn't have anything to do with Jimi Hendrix, one or two, didn't have anything to do with hippies. We didn't know anything about hippies, but my point is they broke all the rules, and the thing that happened is that I wound up replacing Diane Keaton and becoming the first Black actress to replace a white actress in a lead role on Broadway.
My goodness.
So is that a whirlwind? Is that a thought? What is that?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Wow. That was a blessing. But right. I mean, you know, something that was.
She was telling me, she said, Melba, just go and, you know, that's what happened while I was still in Hair. I didn't leave Hair yet. So after I was doing that for about 6 months, a year and a half altogether, that same big mouth Black young woman said, Melba, you don't really know how to audition. You didn't really audition to get into this show. And you're on Broadway now. You should start going up for things and see if you can get another Broadway show. I said, well, where do you go?
Oh my gosh.
So the whirlwind continues. So she
wow.
She told me where to go to audition for what became a second Broadway show, which was Purlie. That one was about, you know, Black Southern girl stealing some money or something and falling in love with the preacher man and getting a Tony Award.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I mean, wow. I mean, wow, wow. I mean, wow.
Right. I'm trying to give you a minute to kind of take some of it in.
Yeah, I need a minute. Like this lady was very instrumental, but not only that, heard from the Most High to make your career go straight up. I mean, like you didn't even know what you were doing, really. I mean, think about it. You were like, where do you go?
I mean, I didn't even have so cool.
Wow, that is so cool. Miss Moore, that is such a cool story. I mean, I love it.
Too, like how great people were, you know, to give you a hint or give you, you know, an encouragement or kind of tell you like what's going on because you're really out of element. Mm-hmm. So people around you, they become your extended family. Yeah. Tell you what's going on in your life.
Wow.
It's so needless to say, I'm a born again Christian.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
I come to believe. You not only believe, you know, and, you know, be religious, but you see things happening like this, and then you have to figure out how to sustain them.
Yeah. I totally get it. I totally get it. Wow. So after Broadway, did you record your first single album during that time, or was it after that time?
Good question. Well, of course, after Purlie, because that wasn't the end of Broadway. I've done Les Misérables, so I became the first Black person to play the role of Fantine. Because, you know, it's about the French Revolution. It's not about Black people.
Right. What did I mean, Miss Moore? Miss Moore, goodness gracious. I mean, talk about miracles happening and right. I mean, all over the place.
Right.
Wow.
I believe that. I'm certain. So you asked the question, the recording career. Mm-hmm. Well, it happened as a result of getting the Tony Award. And from the Tony Award, I was invited to do, well, some people get Tony Awards, you never hear of them again.
Right.
So it's just as important, but it doesn't always do as much to push you upwards and forwards. Mm-hmm. So, but from there, I was invited to do television. I had my own TV show, the Melba Moore Clifton Davis show, my own show, the Melba show. The Melba Moore Clifton Davis show was a summer replacement for Carol Burnett.
Oh,
so
wow.
That slot was just incredible. I was invited to do the Johnny Carson show, the Ed Sullivan show, the Merv Griffin show, the Flip Wilson. I'm not going to be able to name them all. I was everybody's guest on everybody's TV show. So, of course, the world got to know Melba Moore. That's how everybody got to know me. It was after that I got my recording offer as a solo artist and started to try to carve out what was going to be my style.
Because I mean, wow, you didn't even have a style yet.
Not really. Mm-mm. You know, I was trying to develop it from the roles that I had had on Broadway. And of course, Broadway doesn't mix with R&B.
Right.
Now we know how to do everything, but they're two different genres. You don't mix them.
Right.
I was just telling you that was the challenge. How do you move through these things?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. I mean, there's two different techniques and two different rhythms, and it's
Two
all
different
different.
pieces of people, the same people don't
Yeah.
mix.
Exactly. Not even the same people. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, Miss Moore. Wow. Talk about being at the right place at the right time to do the right thing to get the right person to push you forward, but not know what's going on.
You can't do that. So,
No, you can't. You
you know,
can't.
now that I'm talking with you like this, I think that, looking back, you can kind of say, oh, maybe I think something's going on in here to say, why don't we try this? So I guess I'm encouraging people who don't know what they're going to do, or maybe you think they really know. See what's going on in yourself.
Exactly. Wow. Exactly. Dang, man. Wow. I
Right,
mean,
I'm talking to you, so I'll tell you. I don't know what plans you have. Does it matter? And I don't know how your psyche and everything works.
Mhm.
See things kind of whirling around here, and you kind of see how the world works, and you see what you may have in your heart and stuff, and you just mix things around. It's just explore some things if you want to, if you need to.
Definitely, definitely. Okay, so we move fast forward because I know that like you said, it was just a whirlwind of just different things that were happening. And did you ever go back to Broadway after that? After you started your solo
Uh,
career?
yeah, I've done Timbuktu, which is
Mm,
a beautiful play musical that I co-starred with Eartha Kitt.
mm,
We were the two leading ladies, and there was some other people in it too. It was beautiful, beautiful. Oh, it was the idea was Jeffrey Holder, so he he was also a wardrobe designer. So the wardrobes were just very flowing and very African,
mm,
beautiful, and very Jeffrey Holder,
mm.
the Uncola man. It's probably before your time, but
Yeah,
he's
I remember the name. I
yeah,
definitely remember the name. Yeah.
married to the beautiful ballerina Carmen de Lavallade, ballet dancer.
Mm.
To
I
give
didn't know that.
them their kudos because they're all icons.
Mm.
It's
Oh
just
yeah.
ridiculous how the gifts that we have in
Mhm.
this what did I call this galaxy?
Right. Exactly. Yes. On this big rock that we spin on, right? That's what I say. You just don't know what's going to happen. But I tell you one thing, Miss Moore, when you sit down, I mean, when you got the opportunity to sit down after after whatever time it was, what was going through your mind at that time?
Oh, you can't say one thing, but because I'd had some romances break up. I'd lost my career a couple of times. That's happened several times. At a certain point, I was married and I lost my family and my career. So there've been really tremendous challenges. And figured out, okay, I heard about managers and business and everything, but I don't have none of that. So now what am I going to do? It seems like I'm supposed to be in this industry. So these seems like I need to try to learn how to. I guess God asked you, what do you do with what are you doing with what you got left, what I left you?
Yeah,
First thing I'm going to do is go to church and see what you got to say about things.
exactly. Mm-hmm.
I'm Catholic. I was born Catholic, but I tried a lot of religions. But in my studies, I found out that Catholicism is the first Christian religion. So Jesus started that one. So regardless of what anybody else says or thinks or feels, I want to know where the whole truth is.
Right.
And even if I don't know it, that's surrounding me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I have an opportunity to have someone from the heavenlies
Yeah.
invest in me, tell me what I'm doing. And then that way, regardless of what happens for me, I'll do something good for somebody else too. And I understand that really pleases God. If you do that, He might let you do it a little bit longer, or maybe
Yeah.
send you somewhere else that's really nice too. You can have have a really good, great life. So religion is kind of my first job right now.
Mhm.
But I've also done the show Chicago.
Okay.
Trying to think of what else did I do. Oh, I told you Les Misérables, that's real important.
Mm.
And the Fat Waller show.
Okay.
I can't think of the title now, but about 4 or 5 other shows altogether, which for somebody who didn't have any idea even where to go audition, that was pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm going to go back and do
More.
some more.
Oh my gosh. Excellent. Blessing.
Yeah.
Just amazing. I mean, your life is just right in the pocket of amazing. Amazing.
Some pretty difficult things happen too. I don't want to make it sound as though it's easy. It's not easy at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to make it sound as though nothing really bad didn't happen to me. It did.
I gotcha. Yeah. So among all the things life did happen.
Right.
Yeah, I gotcha. And I mean, there's people, I think that, as a person and as people who go after their dreams and their hopes like you, things happen. And I think that a lot of people don't understand that. They just see you as that persona, but you as a person going through difficulties and still having to smile. I mean, how do you do that? How can you do that when everything is collapsing on one end, but on this end, you can't really disclose it?
I really think it's God, because I don't think you can really do that, but maybe some people can. But and you're searching. You're not pretending. You're searching. And when you're on and you see if you're in a people industry like we are, the first thing you do is notice what effect that has on the other person.
Yeah.
So if you're, really down in the dumps, you're going to have that effect on the person. So you don't make that choice. I think that's one reason you're able to, at least for the moment, you go moment to moment to moment to moment. And then sometimes it really fascinated me to see some of the television shows. I did a lot of hard news because I had to tell my story just to stay safe in some cases. And when I would watch them back, it didn't look like I had gone through all of that. So I think that for myself, I shouldn't try to speak for everybody else. In the effort of trying to hold on to whatever was the positive aspect and stay on the rock, don't fall off the precipice.
Right.
Each time something was gained and something was added, that I can look back and say, oh, that's the presence of God some kind of way. So it's going to heal me. It's going to make me look better. It's going to make my mind and everything more whole. So even if I'm really think I'm feeling terrible, I'm still getting better. It's medicine somehow.
Yeah.
I can describe it as more than whatever it is we think it is. Thank God.
Hey, hallelujah. I mean, wow. So you have a new album out called Imagine right now, right? Or is it coming up?
No, it's out already.
It's out.
On some charts, it's already #1.
What? Oh, I love it. Yes. Miss Melba Moorman, I'm telling you, I am so excited for you. A career is hard to keep going.
Yeah.
What kind of advice do you give people who are looking to be maybe, not even an entertainer, but just someone that a glue? You're like the glue. You're like the icon. You're the person that all of the younger people look up to in the industry, and they want to be like you. What do you tell them? What did you do, or what didn't you do?
I did everything, made all the mistakes. You try to get some good advice around you, and it doesn't have, you don't have to be an entertainer. You're a human being, so you want the rule books of life for wherever you are, and it can be very difficult. So, and I'm also telling adults, don't wait for young people to come to you. They don't know yet. You do. You've been through it. So look for somebody to help. Look for somebody to mentor. Look for somebody to give some aid to. Set a good example.
I hear you. Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you don't have a conversation, but you have an opportunity just by your presence to encourage somebody. I want to continue to try to do that now. And I always I'm been a follower, but I'm mature now, so I should take the lead a little bit. So if you ask me a question, I'm following you, but I'm saying too, everybody could be a good example. So, you know, do your best, look your best. Whatever you're going to do requires a budget. If you're going to be in charge of it, there's usually two aspects of it, the product and the business part of it. You know, learn how to file and pay your own taxes, count your own money. Before you try to get an accountant, you don't even know what to tell them to do yet, or you take some advice from someone else before you had some knocks and bruises yourself. Learn how to fall without hurting yourself. And then learn how to stretch your stuff so you can keep getting up.
Yeah. Definitely. Wow. Yes, definitely. I totally. So where can people find the album, and tell me about what your favorite cut is on the album?
All right. Well, I don't think it means too much to people for them to know what my favorite cut is if they haven't heard it. So I want you to first go listen to the album, and you can download it and you can stream it on all of the digital platforms. You can get it on, you can buy it on Amazon.com. If you don't know about me, go on YouTube, because they'll have everything about me. You can catch me on Instagram at Melba Moore, and well, all of the platforms. But the album is called Imagine, and I'll tell you about Imagine. The song is basically a place of hope, a place of peace. Imagine peace on every street. That's the subject of the song, and I think it's the subject of the entire album. In the midst of a pandemic, having lost so much, and still having our lives and our most of our works and the opportunity to move forward again. I feel like we're very, very, very blessed, and we want to share this I want to share it with people. And of course, it's my way of expressing my philosophy of life, which I believe is love conquers all. That's not the name of the song, but it's my philosophy.
I hear you.
So
definitely. Wow. Miss Moore, thank you so much. You have been such a blessing to me. You've blessed this entire day. It's just blessed. Thank you so much for being here with me. Oh my gosh, we're going to have all of that information for you guys to go and check out Imagine. Go and follow and like and comment on her Instagram and all that right in the description box below. So that way you guys can go ahead and support Miss Melba Moore, the icon, the legend, the inspiration, and wow, just a blessing. I mean, if you haven't listened to this entire interview from the beginning, you need to go back to the beginning, because the way that Miss Melba Moore made it in the industry was nothing short of a miracle. And she had the talent to do it, but she had the instruments to push her forward. And that was from the Most High himself. Thank you so much. I am so grateful for you to be on this show today. Thank you so very much, Miss Moore.
You did such a great job with sharing your audience with me. I really, truly appreciate you. Without you, I'd just be singing in my closet here, you know?
Okay, well, I would have been in the closet probably with you. Doesn't sound very good, but
I come out with the closet. Okay.
Thank you, Miss Moore. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. And don't forget to dare to be different. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bless you.